All right, today we're jumping into something that could seriously change how you work, how you browse, basically how you do everything online. This is big.
So just picture this for a minute. What if your web browser, the thing you have open all day long, wasn't just a passive window to the internet? What if it became an active partner, one that actually anticipates what you need and, just handles the boring stuff for you? And look, that's not some far-off sci-fi dream. It's the whole idea behind a new wave of AI tools. We're really talking about a complete reimagining of what a browser can even be.
We're going to focus on a tool called Comet. And honestly, calling it a browser doesn't even begin to cover it. It's really less of a tool that you have to operate and way more of a dedicated digital assistant that's just ready to go.
Okay, so let's pull back the curtain and see how this thing actually plugs into your daily life. Because its real magic isn't in some separate app, it's how it just melts into the background of what you're already doing. The first huge thing is how it integrates. Comet works right inside the places you already live. Your Gmail, your Google Drive, your calendar. So no more jumping between a million different tabs just to get one thing done. It all happens right there.
And this is a really big shift in how we think about these things. We're all used to chatbots that just sit there and wait for you to type something. Comet is totally different. It's built to be proactive, to see what you're doing and actually offer help without you even having to ask.
So how do you actually get this assistant to do things for you? Well, this is where it gets incredibly simple and honestly really powerful. You can forget about complicated menus or learning to code.
You just talk to it. You use natural language. You literally just type or say what you need, like you were talking to a real human assistant. It's built to figure out what you mean and then just get it done.
Let's use a real example. You could just type, reschedule my meetings. Now, it won't just move a little block on your calendar. No way. It can handle sending out the new invites, finding a time that works for everyone across different time zones, and updating the whole crew. That's a huge, multi-step headache handled with one simple command. Or what about this one? We all get buried in emails, right? Instead of digging through that mountain of messages, you can just ask it to summarize my unread emails. Bam! It gives you the highlights, saving you an incredible amount of time and brain power.
And it's not just for office tasks either. Need to travel? A command like book flights can kick off the whole process, finding you options based on your calendar and your preferences. It turns a super tedious chore into just a simple request. When you add all this up, you start to see the bigger picture. This isn't just some neat little productivity hack. It's pointing to a massive shift in how we actually work, especially for those of us who are self-employed or on remote teams. Let's be real. The one thing we can't make more of is time. For busy entrepreneurs and remote teams, the efficiency you get from a tool like this isn't about saving minutes. We're talking about getting back hours every single day.
So who really wins here? Well, think about work-from-home pros who can put billing and scheduling on autopilot. Or marketers who can use it to manage entire campaigns and keep all their files organized. And for entrepreneurs, it's like having an extra team member to help you scale your business or side hustle, but without all the overhead. It's a game changer.
Now, Comet isn't the only one in this space. There's another tool called Dia that's also making some noise. Where Comet is really focused on being proactive inside your apps, Dia is more about building custom workflows that can span across a bunch of different tabs. The point is, the whole idea of a browser is changing, and it's changing fast.
Okay, so you might be thinking, this sounds amazing, but it's probably a huge pain to set up. Let's walk through what it actually takes. Because the whole point here is to upgrade your workflow, like immediately.
It's really just a simple three-step thing. First, you install the Comet browser preview. Second, you connect it to your main accounts, like Gmail and Drive. And third, you just start using it. Try a simple daily prompt, like asking it to summarize this doc. The whole idea is you get a real productivity boost from day one. No crazy setup required.
And hey, if you want to dive in even deeper, the original source material has some great stuff, including a free toolkit full of prompts and a setup guide to help you really get the most out of it.
And that kind of brings us to the final big thought. This tech is about way more than just being efficient. It's about getting back our most valuable resource. So the real question is, as our tools become actual assistants and start handing us back hours in our day, what are you going to do with all that extra time?